Today we got a little bit of MVP drama to address and then also some nostalgia. So before we get to the drama, we're gonna start with the nostalgia first. You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James, happy you're here. When I first started playing this sport, I got a 3-pack of Innova discs off Amazon, the AVR, the Shark, and the Leopard. Played with those for quite a while and just those 3, and then my friend had a ThoughtSpace Athletics Mantra, and he threw it all the time, absolutely loved it. The first time I threw it, it was the first time I ever threw a disc where the flight numbers actually matched the flight of how I threw the disc. So that night I went home, bought this Aura Mantra, and it was one of my favorite discs for the longest time ever. Then I started getting a little bit better, and it was a little bit too flippy for me, at least for what I wanted out of it. We got a bit of a tailwind. That doesn't seem flippy now. I haven't thrown that in forever. Maybe it got its stability back. Then ThoughtSpace released this version, and the first time I ever threw it was here on this hole, and I threw it with some hyzer. We had a little wind, but it flipped and turned and went into the road way over here. Let's make sure that doesn't happen on this shot. Threw it high enough. Didn't give it enough to make sure it didn't flip over. And then recently, Disc Golf Deals USA sent out this mantra. This is an Aura soft plastic, the first time that they made it in the soft version. Now, it's not much more soft than, let's see, I brought this. It's not much more soft than this Neutron Soft Crave, and MVP makes ThoughtSpace Athletics discs for them, and so I figured this would be the best thing to compare it to. The Crave is definitely softer than the Mantra, but I don't know if it's like a solo mold problem or I don't know what it is for this specifically. But that's where the nostalgia came in. The Mantra was like, the first time I threw my friends, that's when I was super hooked forever. First throw with this guy. Special stamp with Disc Golf Deals USA and ThoughtSpace Athletics for the release of the soft plastic. But that's where the drama comes in. Oh my gosh. That's my new favorite disc. So ThoughtSpace Athletics and Disc Golf Deals USA didn't just collab on the first run of the Aura Soft Mantra, they also did it on the first run of Ethos Soft Praxis. But once everybody got their Praxis in, they noticed it's not soft at all. So in the ThoughtSpace Athletics Facebook group, like their fan page, one of the owners of Disc Golf Deals USA made a really awesome post addressing this issue. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you want to, hop in that group. But basically was they knew it wasn't as soft originally, but it was more grippy than the original Ethos plastic, which Ethos is like Proton if you're an MVP fan and you don't know much about ThoughtSpace. In the end, they said, MVP has now admitted there was an error running the mold, and despite being meant to be a soft blend, even marked with an S on the stamp. Let's see if I can show this. So if you ever get a MVP made disc, if it's soft plastic, they'll stamp this little S on there. To continue, despite this being meant to be a soft blend, even marked with the S under the disc, it was not really the case. They're also going to rerun the Praxis in an actual soft blend plastic in January with a different stamp. So they're doing a bunch to make up for it, but MVP dropped the ball, which is crazy to hear because of, if you ever watched their scientific guy they brought in that explained everything, like, they're super calculated with everything they do. But also, this kind of stuff happens. And it sounds like all parties, ThoughtSpace, Disc Golf Deals USA, and MVP, they're gonna make up for it, which is awesome. Maybe it's not as much drama as I let on to be, but still, people are upset. And rightfully so. I mean, it makes sense. You expect to get one thing and you get something different. Like, you can be upset about that. One thing they also said is this turned out to be a bit more overstable than they have ever had them come out. And I threw the Praxis once. Let's throw this one real quick. The basket's behind this left tall tree thing. We got a slight tail right to left as well. Pretty straight to me. And in this video, I'm playing doubles, longs with the Mantra, shorts with the Praxis, and then I'll putt, whichever one ended up best. The Mantra was closest. Also brought out this Nerve Alter to putt with. We're playing doubles, so we get 2 putts. Warm-ups. 2 things before I throw these mantras again. I'm going to throw all 3 of them just to feel them out. One, I didn't throw these two as hard as I threw this one. So if this looked more flippy, I don't think it is, because these don't ever really come back like this one did. Also, Disc Golf Deals USA sent out this guy and the Praxis for review. So if you want to order anything online, they still have these runs available. You get 10% off. Use link in my description. Let's see how this new Aura Soft one flies. It is cold out, but I was inside my house and I don't think it was as flexible as that Soft Crave either. The flags up here, they're showing it like it's going right to left, but I feel it in my head. I feel it coming right at me. Put it high enough to let it swing back. Happy with that. I'm gonna throw these again too. I don't know if the soft plastic problem was only the Praxis or if it was the Mantra too. That I'm not sure about. Woo! Yuck, that might show you that they're more understable. Also, my forehand's not the best. I did do a review of the Praxis already, but my form has changed so much since then, and since a lot of other discs I've reviewed, I've thought about going back to some that I've already made reviews of, but now that I feel like I'm a better player and I have more consistent form, I might want other things in my bag or just be able to showcase them better. So if you've followed along for any amount of time and there's like a disc that I reviewed in the past you'd like to see like an update on, let me know. Drop them in the comments. Run a little fan grip, just touchy shot. Oh, that was so high. And nose up. The Mantra one again. A disc that came out this year that I really love is the Trail, but how this flew, it might kick the Trail out. It's gonna depend on how it flies given like a really hard rip. That was the first shot of the day and it went 400 feet. So I'm gonna play a few of these holes to show you how each of the discs fly. Then we'll go back to that hole one long and give them some real good rips. But I'm really excited about that first shot with this. Even the forehand. Watch out, Trail. Oh, I threw it straight to the ground. I gotta redo that one. Old Aura run first. Yeah, now it's turning over. Burn to the ground. That's what I remember that thing doing. So I remember this guy doing too. I gotta throw it higher though. All right, let's throw this a little bit higher this time. Or a Soft Mantra. Flipped up and turned over. I'm taking back what I said about the Trail. The Trail wouldn't have done that. Praxis, we're like 250, 280. I don't remember how far this is. So I don't believe the T sign. We're gonna hang this one out this time. Not try and throw it straight at the basket like kind of on hole one. Just kidding, I'm gonna throw it straight at the basket. Still okay though. Alter for fun again. That one had a little flip up dead straight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It might be hard to see because it's black, but oh my gosh. Kind of flew like my Electron Pixel I've been throwing, only not the same shape, way more comfortable. Oh, yuck. All right, little outfit change. It was cold and windy when I got here that I started playing, warmed up, changed, and now it's windy again, and I'm freezing. We're gonna have to get tough. 322 feet to the basket. Big old hill, you don't wanna go down after it. We're gonna throw the Mantra again. We're gonna throw the Praxis from here. The long tees is way down this hill. You can't see anything. Like, the person it's just wouldn't be fun. 322 smoothie flat shot. Little short. Kind of took some off because of how far it went on the first hole. Praxis. Let's see if we can put this guy on Anheuser here and let it fight out. Okay, so it just pushed to the very end. Beautiful throwing putter. I really like it. Think it might kind of be like the Eagle Envy from the beginning of this year. I haven't thrown that in a while, but I remember it not being like overstable like an Envy. Oh, don't tell me that the Mantra went down the hill still. Where'd this Praxis go? Oh my gosh, the Praxis went deep. That went way far. Oh my gosh. If you play this course, I'm in front of the short tee pad for hole 10. Maybe the Mantra was basket high and I didn't realize it. And I just cranked on this a little too hard. I don't know. I don't think I've ever thrown this far with a putter like on this hole. I'm 75 feet away. Oh gosh. We did have a tailwind on that last hole, so that might be why getting the Praxis nose down on Annie. That's why it pushed so far. All right, first shots we're gonna do with each is the Heiser shot. The most simplest shot in disc golf. Power grip in the putter. We're gonna pretend, you see how they have those patches again? We're gonna pretend the third one, or the first one, sorry. The one on the far left, that's gonna be what we're aiming at. Let's say that's center, middle. What you expect out of a Heiser shot with a straight putter. Put this mantra up high too. Oh, I did not do that. Oh, I'm nervous about it. Pulling it right and going to the road. Shoom. I don't know if I want to throw it flat or Annie. We'll just hang it out left. Okay, so these are gonna be thrown as flat as possible, but you'll be able to see if I throw it on a little too much Heiser or not. Got to right to left, decently strong. I think that was pretty flat. Felt good. It's straight with some fade. Like, I kind of expected to be more stable by how people are talking about it, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't thrown the Praxis in forever. I don't know how it actually is supposed to fly. Maybe it's more just laser beam straight with no fade. I don't know. If you got a Praxis, you're a Thought Space fan, does that fly like yours, or is that like a little bit more cake on it than a normal Praxis? Mantra, I'm not gonna put this full power. We're gonna go smoothie guy on this one. That fought out the flat at the end, just slowly turned the whole way. We'll throw these other two mantras just like that, just for fun. Old Aura one. Yeah, more flippy than that one for sure. I know I've thrown those a lot. That Ethos one came out flippy out of the box, I remember. Okay, I was a little thrown off by the Anheuser throw with the Praxis on that last hole. I Google mapped it, and it says it's like 380. I don't think it's actually 380, because I don't believe I have a 380 putter throw in me. Maybe with that wind, I don't know. But I know that this white pole down here where the other basket is supposed to be is around 380. So we're gonna see how close we actually get thrown on Anheuser with the Praxis. Put more on that one. That's probably 340, 330. It's probably like the maybe I did do it. I don't know. Because the other one higher, not as much angle, and fought out, so had more distance. See if we get a little roller action out of this mantra. It would have been. I just didn't give it like enough pop. You know, pop it like it's hot. Praxis might have been like 330. Slight game plan change with the mantra. I don't personally think throwing a roller to watch you see how far it rolls is that much fun, so we're gonna throw them both on Anheuser, but we're gonna give the mantra enough height and not too much Annie to see if we can get a full flight out of it and let it come out at the end. Try and go over the beans. Oh, I threw it nose up. We got a good Annie throw there. Ugh. Get the nose down. Put some heat on it. Didn't throw it high enough. There's your roller. One more try. I actually want to pop this Ethos mantra on some Heiser. I think we can get it to go past those beans. Too flippy for it to fight out. I'm just singing all the songs today. Okay, final throws. We're actually going to get the good shots with both of them. Praxis, I'm a fan. I'm excited to throw it again in the actual soft plastic. I think it's going to be great. And then the mantra, it just holds that special place in my heart. I want to find a place in my bag for this. There's stuff I'm sure I can take out to just have a mantra in the bag again. And I don't have a flippy 9-speed. I have a Gorgon that's stupid flippy. And so this might get put in. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. That was a good throw. That's probably 360. If that white pole's 380, that's probably 360. Maybe I did throw it that far with the tailwind. That's awesome. Because we have a right to left still right now. All right, mantra. Go as far as you can ever go in your lifetime. Right here. Dang it. Did I get it up enough? That went as far as the Praxis. Oh, I want one more. Stick around. We're gonna throw it a good time. 4th time. Yeah! I'm done throwing this thing on Annie. Yeah, that's over those beans. We're gonna use that one. That felt so good. Man! I love it. Go grab one of those for sure, if you want to throw far. Because we all know that it's the disc that makes things go far. Sometimes, you know, when you got something unstable and you're used to throwing over stable stuff, we're gonna U-disc this distance, waiting for better accuracy with my 5 bars of service. Best, 15, set start. Oh, it switched to 16, trust me. We got this. Okay, I'm currently standing where the mantra landed the very first throw of this video, and we're at 399 plus or minus 16 feet. This last throw, definitely passed it. We got to the tall stuff. We are officially at 430 feet. So I don't even know if you can see it, but that's what it says. Bam! I didn't really show the stamp off either, but we got the gnome on a hummingbird with the mushroom dropping the rain cloud. It's a cool one. Bunch of birdies, some other clouds, and then Disc Golf Deals logo. Then we got the guy who made the stamps. Anybody know who it is? Put him in the comments, shout him out. I'm not going to tell you. I know who it is because I saw it on the group, but good job, guy.